Hi and welcome back everyone. Today we're going to work in my master bathroom and we're going to do some organizing, or should I say reorganizing. Now I know when we moved in here I did do a video on organization and showed you a few things that I had done in my bathroom and things that ended up working for me. But it's more than a year down the road, and as most of you know, organizing needs to be reorganized. So I'll show you a few things that I have done, and then we're going to reorganize this and make it functional again. Now this was a new construction home, so I had no medicine cabinets, I didn't have towel bars, toilet paper holders, anything like that. So I'll show you what I did, and hopefully this will help you in your small bathroom to get organized and feel like it's functional. So come on with me, let's go into that bathroom. So as we walk into the bathroom, you're going to see what looks like a nice big countertop, a big mirror, and I did hang a towel bar. And then over here, we have the toilet. We have this ginormous hamper, which takes up way too much space, but anyway. And then we have a walk-in shower and this medicine cabinet. Now this was part of the video that I did show you originally, and this is amazing. This is called a cabador. I found it on Amazon. I was looking for something that would give me as much storage space as possible. All of these shelves are adjustable, and then also these bars are adjustable as well. But you know, after you organize things, a little while down the road, you add a few things. You've got expired things, and you've got things that you don't use anymore, and doubles and triples of things. We know how that works. So it's time to reorganize this. But I'm going to show you my cabinets as well. Under here is where we keep our towels. Here, very small drawers, very narrow, I mean, literally. So I keep plastic containers inside my drawers to protect from like toothpaste and junk like that. So I can pull this out and wash it as I need to. Our deodorant, I keep my medications here that I take every day. This is a great thing. I found this on Amazon a long time ago. Not even sure if it exists anymore, but it holds a lot of different medications. So when I go to travel, I can just grab this and go. The second drawer is a little deeper, but it's still just as narrow. And I once again have plastic organizer in here. And so we've got Q-tips and shavers, shaving cream, and a couple of odds and ends. Down here is where extra medications live until they get used. So here is where we have a lot of the organization, but it's all makeup and electric shavers, contact lenses, where I keep the extra shampoos and conditioners. The bottom is actually a big pull-out drawer, and when I find my favorite makeups on sale and stuff, I won't go ahead and purchase those. Here is where I've got electric shaver, an extra curling iron that I sometimes will travel with. This is where contact lenses are, and then a few extra hair pieces. And this is my makeup, and I pull this out and I set it up on my countertop. On the back of my door, I hung two hooks. I use the terry cloth wraparound robes that just Velcro in the front. I love these things. So I put these on as soon as I get out of the shower. And that is the hair wrap as well. And then I keep my hair dryer up here because there really isn't any place else to put it. So I utilize the space as much as I can. And so I've got those hanging behind the door. Now, this is meant to go on the back of your door. When we purchased it, I had measured, my husband had measured, we both measured. And it is supposed to be able to be hooked onto the hinges here. The wall itself is just slightly off from top to bottom. You might even be able to tell, so the door wouldn't open all the way. So I ordered different hardware for it. which literally will attach to your wall. So we found the stud and put it up here. So it works just fine. And I wanted a full length mirror in my room, in my bathroom anyway, so I ordered it with the mirror. Over here is our hamper, and I've had to use this for storage as well. Keep my clothes here, my husband's here, and then down in here I have a few things that I have no place to put. I have a set of hot rollers, I have a bigger curling brush, and when I need to put in anything extra like Kleenex or anything like that, it goes right in there. And then didn't really have any great place to be able to put a toilet paper holder. So I got this, and I just put 3 or 4 rolls in there at a time, and we just use it that way. In my shower, first, the way my doors are on here, it was just kind of weird. It's almost to me like they're backwards, but anyway. This is a handle, and it just clings on. Just kind of unlock it and you can pull it off, and it works great. So one of the other things I absolutely love is my Simple Human soap dispenser, and I use that for my conditioner and my shampoo. And on the side here's a little hook that will hold my shaver. And then I just bought this a little while ago. It is a little shelf for when I shave my legs, because otherwise, as you shave your legs, you are getting water all down your legs and all of your shaving cream comes off. The other thing we use is a squeegee to keep our doors nice and clean. It's very hard to keep your shower doors looking nice. So those are a few things that I have added that are helpful, convenient for us in the bathroom. So you see how big this countertop is? Well, it was double sinks. And there was just really no place to be able to really utilize the countertop. We didn't use the second sink because it's so close to the wall. I'd asked my husband if he would turn off the water for me, if he would take the faucet off. And he's like, why? And I just told him that because I wanted to be able to utilize as much space on this countertop as possible. We weren't gonna go out and just replace this and just remove that. So this is what I came up with. Now I have a little bit of storage in there. I keep my comb, my brush, my diffuser in there. And look at this. I just slide that right on top of it and it's covered. What this is 2 of those heavy duty placemats that you buy for your kitchen, for your table. And I taped them together. And then I used some vinyl and put that all over it. And then I painted it. Now I did not paint it up here. I painted it down in my craft room. So I wish I had painted it up here because it's definitely doesn't match, but hey, for right now it works perfect. And I use my makeup tray here, or my perfume tray. And the nice thing is I can lift this up, grab what I need to grab, push it down, and it works out really great. The other thing I have in here is a little fan, and you can recharge that with a USB. So I just like to keep it plugged in all the time. And we have 2 outlets in here. And there really was no place, the way that they're sitting, because they're sideways, I couldn't plug in my curling iron and my jewelry cleaner, or I can't plug in 2 things at a time. I hope you're following me. Anyway, so I had this a long time ago. I used it in my office years ago. And it just takes up both outlets. See if I can get it plugged back in. And this will rotate out. And then there's outlets also on the bottom. So that is what I end up using to keep the USB plugged in for my fan. And then also I leave my curling iron still kind of plugged in. But over here we have my jewelry cleaner. And I like to dry my hair sitting on the toilet so that I can be looking in the mirror. And it works just as silly as this. Nice picture of me on the toilet. I can sit down, I can dry my hair, or even if I need to curl my hair sitting here, that works out fine as well. So that's how you do that in small bathroom. But my problem is, every time I go to use these, put in the dryer, hair dryer or anything, I have to unplug this. So that's one of the reasons for this, and I'm gonna have an electrician come in and give me a quad outlet here, but we haven't quite done that yet. The other little piece of storage that I have in here is this little shelf. Now, it is attached directly to the mirror, and what it is Velcro with the 3M clips on it like you would use for pictures. And it's just a little shelf, and it holds my perfumes, and I think it works pretty well. So I think it's probably time to get started doing the organization. And I've been putting this off for a while because I really need to be in the mode to do this. So let's get started. Now the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna empty this medicine cabinet completely. I want to go through anything that's expired, anything I have doubles and triples of. Who knows, there could actually be something in here that's empty. I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and empty this right now. Now that the entire thing is empty, I need to clean it. I could feel it was very dusty. So I'm gonna get this dusted real quick. And then I'm gonna divide up everything that was in there by a category. Is it for your feet? Is it for your hair? Is it medication type stuff? You know, tweezers, nail polish, those kinds of things. So I'm gonna go ahead and quick do that, and then we'll turn everything back on. A bunch of categories, and I'm sure we'll be combining some things, but I have all nails, nail files and polish and things like that. I've got all medical, and I've got the old foot stuff, and I'll put that with that. I've got lint brush and foot shoe polishes and things, lotions, kind of a miscellaneous here for me for when I wear heels. And then I've got fashion tape, and then this is also for feet. This is all my jewelry cleaner stuff, and we have a couple of colognes in here. So I'm gonna go through these now and see if there's anything in here, which I'm sure there is, that is past its date. So I'm gonna quick do that, and we'll see if we narrow this down any further. All right, now I have a garbage can full. I have a lot of things that were expired that I did not think were. So we've narrowed it down a little bit. I'm going to start putting things away and see if we can make this a little bit more organized. So first thing I'm gonna do is put things up here that we don't hardly ever use. Shoe polish and my little lint remover, and then my lint brush, and we don't use those a whole lot. So I'm gonna get those put up here, and then we'll see what else we need to put up here as well. Taller. So maybe we'll put some of our medical stuff up here. I have got alcohol and things like that. Lotion, foot lotion. All right, this is all foot stuff. Moleskin and whatever. And we probably could have used this the other day. My husband and I were going to a party, and he needed to do something with the top of one of his shoes, and we never even found the polish. So there it was all along. And all these little containers here are from Amazon or Walmart or wherever. They're just little acrylic ones, and they just happen to fit in there really nice. And so it keeps the smaller things standing up. So it works out really well. And these are adjustable, but I gotta move this out from the other side. All right, so it comes out. Oof, not my day. And now I can adjust how I want this in here. So I think here is where I will put our nail files and little things like that. Okay, that one's good. And I'll put this back in a little bit. If you put it too low, then you can't get the big stuff out. I learned that the hard way. Okay, medication. Jewelry cleaner stuff. I guess I can maybe put that up here somewhere. And I was trying to make room to see if I could get a few of these things from underneath my cabinet up here as well. So we will see what we can do here. We might be good. Okay, I'm gonna have to move this one down and then also put this one back. But I need to know where. Weird thing is you gotta push this in from this end. So you gotta know where you're going. Gotta get the rubber stopper in. And then push this in. Rubber stopper. Now, we may be quite organized. All right, so up here I've got my lint roller and then my little clothing shaver. I've got jewelry cleaner, and there's a couple of clones here my husband really hasn't used, so I don't want to get rid of those. And then the neti pot. Here I've got all kinds of things to do with feet. And then down here I've got a few things that are personal to me. Heel spray, my little travel for my shaver, and then fashion tape. This is alcohol. This is all now nail polish files, those kinds of things, nail clippers. Then I have our medical here, and that is more eye drops, Chloraseptic, hand cream, and a few other things like deep heating rub and stuff like that, eye drops. And then this is all hair and hair down here on the bottom. I hope this is gonna help a little bit because it was very necessary to get a few things straightened out. What I wanna do is go down here in this bottom cabinet and I'm gonna grab a couple things out. I don't think they'll fit in here, but I wanna try. Might be this one, this is round. So the reason is I want to put them in here is because they're stuck in the back here and they're very hard to get to. They should be used right from here. This is humectors that you leave in your hair. Cleaner. All right, now here is the final. Up on top are things that we don't use very often and sometimes forget we even have. And then the next shelf down, we've got the jewelry cleaner. And then we've got a couple of my husband's items, and then we've got all of the foot pads and all that fun stuff. Then I moved the hairsprays and whatnot right here because I use it every day. Then moving down, we've got our nail care type items, medications, and then down at the bottom here are things that are big and bulky and aren't used all the time. And then some miscellaneous things. I've got some nail glue and baby oil and things like that. So, things out of the way that are not used very often, and work your way down to things that are used all the time. Keep those at around eye level. And then move your way down, and you're gonna get to things that are miscellaneous and you might not use very often either, but they're kind of bulky. Corral your items. Make sure that you use little containers. Like this little tiny one here, you can find a lot of these things at Dollar Tree now. On Amazon, they come in like sets and they work great. The Cabador itself, I am thrilled with. It really helped in this bathroom with no closet to store towels and all the other things, all my other linens and whatnot. This works great. I wanted to give a bit of an update following that video, and you can see things look a little bit different here. I decided I didn't like the picture ledge sitting there. It was just too crowded, too much Too many things hanging around. I moved the jewelry cleaner over from this other side of the counter here, and I was able to remove the outlet extender. Now the USB charges that little fan, and it doesn't have to be plugged in very often. So I can unplug that, wrap the cord up and around the fan, as you can kind of see here. And when I need to, then I can plug it in. So the jewelry cleaner can be plugged in most of the time. So I purchased this little shelving thing here at Hobby Lobby a week or so ago, and it was on one of their home decor 75% off, and so I thought that would help a little bit more. I replaced the clock with just a very small one, and I did leave out the things that I use often. There's my perfumes on the top, and then I have some of my little beauty products. So it did make things a little bit less crowded, and that makes me a little happier. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this will help you make your bathroom be a little bit less crowded, a little bit more organized, and make you feel happier. Thanks for watching, guys.